Hold on to your butts. A Face-Off sequel is coming, and Nicolas Cage and John Travolta are now rumored to be returning. Christ, I don't know, it was like the 1990s. Doesn't even give a goddamn date. I think it's 1997.
It was 1997. It was 97 because I saw it when I was a senior in high school.
Director Adam Wingard announced he was doing a sequel for the 1990s epic Face-Off. It's news that you... If that's news, this is great. This is from what? Barstool Sports? If that's news that doesn't get your dick hard as a railroad spike in the North Pole, then you must hate great cinema.
Now, I read the whole article, and I couldn't tell if they were being, like, ironic when they said this, or if they truly are a fan of Face-Off.
Yeah. Constantly going back to the well-running back reboot after reboot. Well, Face-Off enthusiasts, basically, they say the term Face-Off enthusiasts. I'm curious if there actually is such a thing. Is that a niche group of folk?
I will say this, and later on in the article, I think they get to it. It was an original concept. I'll give them that. Mm-hmm. It was a bizarre, weird, strange concept, and some producers and a production studio, they took a chance. I mean, they had two of the hottest actors at the time, so how much of a chance was it? Because people were going to go see it no matter what. But as far as, like, him saying, Hollywood keeps going back to the well, they didn't with this one. This was water that maybe was better left undrawn. But they dipped the pail in and they came up with Face-Off. So at least at that point, I agree. It was an original idea. It was an original concept. And we do need more of those. But is Face-Off the thing that people get their dick rock hard like a railroad spike on the North Pole? I don't know.
Well, I also like that as they go on and on in the article, they finish it off with was it? It looks like tweet after tweet of a photo of Gina Gershon telling you to bring back Gina Gershon.
It's Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah. You're going to bring back Nick Cage and John Travolta. Give us Gina Gershon, which makes sense. I mean, Face-Off. Christ, someone mentioned it in a good bad movie in our audience selection, and I just never. The movie always seemed weird to me. Is the fact that. Was it Nick Cage? I have a tough time remembering who was who because
was it that their faces came off and switched?
Well, it was that that and then the other one is that whoever was the dad used to run their hands over the kid's face like, and that's how they knew that was their dad because their dad weirdly mushed them, like fingers from forehead to chin.
I mean, I remember this detail.
Okay. Yeah. Nick Cage with Nick Cage's face was the good guy. Okay. And so Nicolas Cage then gets John Travolta's face put on his because John Travolta was the bad guy. Then, through the plot of the movie, the thick of the movie, the John Travolta looking character is Nicolas Cage under the surface. So the John Travolta character on the outside is the bad guy, but inside is the good guy.
Right. And then he has to mush his kids weirdly from, face palm, temple to temple, side to side, all the way up and down. And the concept of this is, I can't believe I'm going to say this. It's just something I had a revelation about thinking about the original Face-Off is that showing off the range of emotion, you're basically playing two different people in a matter of 90 minutes is kind of brilliant, but I don't like the idea.
See? You got there. You got there yourself. We didn't need us.
Damn it! I hate when you're right. I hate when you're right.
Nicolas Cage did an interview, and he said that Face-Off was when he learned that he was a true actor, because he said that was the only time he ever got scared for a role, because at the time John Travolta was like this iconic actor in Hollywood, and he's like, oh, can I really play Travolta? And then he said he realized that he was somebody when John Travolta, the actor, then had to play Nicolas Cage. That meant that Nicolas Cage had established that he had enough quirks and oddities about his mannerisms that another Hollywood actor had to then go and try to emulate him. And so he said that's when he realized he was a true actor, because somebody else was able to mimic him, and then he in turn was, tasked with mimicking another, A-list Hollywood actor. So that, yeah, you're right. In a weird, strange way, this fucking shit turd of a movie shows off some,
acting
thespian
chops,
range.
acting, yeah. So what's this second one going to be? Faces Off?
Well, they gave each other their faces back, right? By the end of the movie?
I think they did, yes.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
With no scars either.
Yeah.
Science.
So, I mean, are they really going to do it again?
I mean, probably.
What I think the
Maybe
shit
they do it. Maybe they do it and team up.
Make me Castor Troy again.
Maybe
half,
it'll be like a buddy cop.
only half the face this time.
Oh, it could work.
They had to pull a Phantom of the Opera, like onesies.
And you're going to have to humor me, because I'm going to need to read the synopsis from IMDb for everyone. For those unfamiliar with the plot of Face Off, to foil a terrorist plot, an FBI agent undergoes facial transplant surgery to assume the identity of the criminal mastermind who murdered his only son. But the criminal wakes up prematurely and seeks revenge.